right now, before we go, it is Wednesday, and you know Wednesday's Community Wednesday, so we like to do things for the community. And right now, for the community, we need to be paying more attention to our children. Not calling our children wayward, not saying they're bad pick-me, because 9 times out of 10, the reason they are bad is because we did not do our due diligence as adults to make sure that they were reared the right way. And instead of accepting that blame, we find it easier just to call the child bad. Nope, you failed as a parent in what you were supposed to do. And I say that also understanding that sometimes parents have to do 2 jobs, have to work extra hard, have to do a lot of things just to maintain, but it doesn't negate the fact that if you had a child, it's your responsibility to make sure that their mental stableness is stable and developing in a positive direction. So with that said, I like this beat. I got somebody on the line who's doing something very big for children. As a matter of fact, SOS Children's Villages in Jamaica on a whole does something really big, and he is the director. Yeah, man. So we're going to chat with him right now. Jason Christian Brown, director of SOS Children's Village in Stony Hill. Hey, welcome to the CrossOver.
Nikki Z, what's up?
Hi, Jason. Oh, you so young. I like that.
Hi, how are you?
You're a director and you look seriously young.
You know, I'm not that old.
Coop and teeth too. Look on your teeth them. Oh yeah, braces.
And they're real. They're all mine.
No, me know I said them real. What was it? Braces? You had braces young?
No.
That was no
nothing.
Braces, nothing? I just
No
saw your
braces,
teeth
nothing
stay,
at
sir.
all.
No, sir. Who's a dentist in your family? Who's a dentist in your family?
You know, I guess jeans.
Nah, man, your teeth nice though. But Jason, he's
Thank
the director
you.
over there at SOS Children's Village. What is SOS Children's Village?
All right, so we are by nature a children's home
Yeah.
that caters to the needs of the children who are in state care.
Okay.
So we accept them and take care of them. So
How
all
does
the
a
children
kid get
who
into
are-
state care?
All right, so these children are removed from their houses by the state for different reasons, for neglect, abuse, things of that nature. So they are deemed unfit to remain in that house by the government of Jamaica. So they're removed. And
Hold
placed
on.
into care.
They're deemed unfit or their house was deemed unfit?
The house is deemed the environment. Is
Okay.
unfit for them.
Okay. I
So,
just want to make sure. Oh, okay. Now, I mean, how many of these types of homes do you think we have on the island?
we have a lot.
Really?
Yeah, man, a lot. I got the audit from CPFSA today, and we have a good amount of homes, a lot.
I
Over 30
always wondered about that. And then, so when they take these kids out of their home because their home isn't fit and bring them into these places like yours, and we know yours is well established and very well taken care of, but I'm very curious as to who runs checks on all the other ones as well, because sometimes, not so much Jamaica, but around the world, you always hear a lot of horror stories when it comes to orphans and the stories they say about living in homes and stuff like that. So who does the checks and balances for those homes?
Or that's CPFSA, the child arm of the government. So they're the ones who have the case officers, they have the investigators, they have the monitoring officers, the health inspectors.
Yeah.
So they are the ones who report to, and they come in the homes and do checks and balances to ensure that everything
So
is
they pop
being
up
done.
on y'all sometimes, right? Like ninjas.
Yes.
Like ninjas.
Trust me. They don't call, they just come on.
I'm glad they're not supposed to call you. They're supposed to pop in like ninjas. Hey, y'all, what y'all doing up in here? You know what I mean? But what do y'all do up in there with these kids? Because a lot of these kids, when you take them from the home, even though the home was dysfunctional, the kid, it's almost as, what do you call it? What do you call that syndrome when you're kidnapped and then you start to have feelings for your kidnapper? Whatever. But they start to really still feel separated from their parents, even if their parent was a complete monster. So how do you help them with that transition? Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome. That's what I was looking for. Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's first to understand that at SOS, we care for them holistically. So everything that concerns them, from their mental health, their physical health, education, all that stuff. So all our children, they have to be enrolled in different programs to help them go through their thought processes or what they would have encountered before they would have been on the village.
Right.
We have some who are here from birth, from zero.
Wow.
They've been here. We have some who come in the pre-primary years, and we have some who come in as adolescents. So it depends on the situation that they come under, but all our children we have the facilities in place for counseling. on site and off site, and we just try to, establish where possible, establish a healthy home environment for reintegration.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
we
you
not
can
only
only
just take
expect
them
so
in,
much because, I mean, everybody there is an employee and they actually have a home of their own they have to go to. So you only can do
Yes.
but so much. And it's very appreciative that you're actually doing this for these kids that are out there. Now, I would love to know that as you go along, and a kid, what's the age of you're too old and now you can't live here?
Well, for SOS, we have what we call IDPs.
Yeah.
So when we meet them, we sit and we talk to them and plan their goals together. So what happens is we have the educational goals, the work goals.
What's the age
So
of an IDP?
Every year. It happens every year.
Oh, every year. So every student gets
Every year.
this, period. Every student.
Every year, yes.
Okay.
So what happens is whether it be the tertiary or a skill, all of our children at the age of transition, they have to be certified with a degree, associate, or a skill.
That's what I was gonna ask. So nice.
They have to have a job. So we will help them find a place to live
and develop
help
a
them
skill as
secure
well.
Furniture. Yeah. So we help them all the way through until they're able to stand on their own. When they go to society.
So
if we have to reintegrate, we'll help to build the family home with counseling and support before we send them back out.
Send back out there. And how, I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just saw that the Prime Minister is putting together something for the youth where he says they're going to have to go through some kind of service of some sort. I wanted to know your opinion on stuff like that. And would that also include the kids who are orphaned right now? Do you know about what he's talking about? He's talking about
I heard about it, and I'm seeing where talks are being made about it. And honestly, it is a need that has to be met because that part of their life is lacking.
What part?
So
be more specific. What part?
Soft skills, structure.
Yeah.
Job readiness.
Yeah.
So whilst we can help them with the education aspect, with being book smart,
right?
The practicality of it all,
practicality of life. Oh my gosh, people don't get that, and this is why people can say educated done. Some people can go to school and still not know nothing. Educated.
Yeah, and there's so much that goes into it. There's so much that goes into it.
Exactly. What are some of the skills that maybe the kids get offered to learn as they get older? That might be able to give them life skills. Do you have a shop there where they can fix cars and learn how to do that? I mean, something like that.
So what happens is our children, they actually go out for school.
Oh.
So we have some enrolled. We have a child studying medicine in Cuba. We have one in the USA business. Yes, Nikki. Listen.
Rewind.
Nikki,
let me come again. What? Cuba?
Nikki, let me tell you.
Excuse
me. Let me tell you.
Yeah, tell me, please.
You see my kids now?
Yes.
They are the most incredible children ever.
You don't have to tell me. I can see it in your spirit.
And we push them to be as great as they want to be. So I have kids who are going to UTech. I have kids at UCC. I have kids who are at Excel. I have kids who are at Heart. So no matter what they want to do, cosmetology, electrical work, whatever it is, we will help them get there and meet them at their level. Because just because you're an orphan or you don't know your family, that does not mean you should not be exposed to a quality of life, a good quality of life.
Amen. I know some kids right now is listening going, I want to be an orphan. No, you don't. You don't.
My friends want to come and stay by SOS.
That's what I mean. But the real truth of the matter is a lot of kids, especially nowadays, are not really getting all they need at home. And it's for a multitude of reasons. Right now, the minimum wage in Jamaica is so low that alone requires any adult to constantly be grinding the wheels just to pay bills.
Listen.
You know what I mean? So then after that, you also are a human, so you kind of would like to be able to be human. And then on top of that, if you have kids on top of that, so it's a lot. But this is why I keep stressing to people that if you decide to give birth to a child, unfortunately, I'm sorry, it's your responsibility.
It is. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
So we in absence of the physical parents, we try our best to be that and to support them as much as possible.
Like I said, right now you give an opportunity to some kids who, even though they do have a parent, still don't even have that opportunity.
Yeah,
I wish more
Nikki,
parents would expose their kids to the opportunities that are outside of the world, not just put you in front of a TV, because that's why we're getting so many of these kids that want to be fast famous. They don't really want to work, and they don't understand how much greater they could be if they really grind it. Put your feet down to the ground. Get focused.
Yes. Yeah, it's so true because, in looking at it, I love to speak with my children, especially the older ones. And the truth is, they have expressed that, they would have liked things to be different family-wise. But they also realize that this opportunity would not have been granted had they been there.
Absolutely.
So, there's some that especially at the teenage year, the longing is there for that family structure.
Yep.
But I tell them all the time, listen, do not be a victim of your circumstance.
Nope.
You grow from this, you build a good life for yourself, you go out there, you have your family, you be good.
Be a beacon of light for everybody who went through the same things you went through, to let them know that you can have a better life. That's what you want to be. You want to be a beacon of light. Everybody has gone through problems, and I keep trying to tell people that, so don't think your problems are any worse than the next man or the next man or the next man. People just deal with their problems differently. So don't just sit down and get angry, because the only person you hurt when you do that is yourself. Yeah,
you have to get better.
How can we help your organization? Because I already know your students are awesome, gonna be awesome, and continually be awesome. Because I can see it. You got good aura, sir. You got good aura. How can people help out? How can people help out?
Thank you. So we have a website. It's sos-jamaica.org.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you go to that site, you see we have 2 villages, one in Kingston, one in Montego Bay at Barretttown.
Yeah.
You can sponsor a child. Also,
nice.
you can
how much is it to sponsor a child?
It depends on what you like to do. So when you go click on the sponsor a child link on the website, it will give you the breakdown of all you can do. So you have options there of what you can do. Okay. Also, you can follow me on my Instagram page. That is the JCDB, JCDB. Message me. Let's make it happen. I have some lovely companies who are coming on board to do great things.
Yeah.
And also, email me at jason.brown@sos-jamaica.org. Yeah. And let's just do it for the kids.
Me and Shannon are going to have to come up there. We're going to have to come up there and come visit. Definitely.
Listen, Nikki, anytime you're ready.
Yes, don't you even worry yourself. I shall be there sooner than not, my dear sir, with package in hand for the lovely students. How many do you have?
I have 57 children now.
57?
Yes.
And you're not having a gray hair yet?
Are you seeing this one here on my beard? I love it. This new one right here.
You got one right? Oh, you get one. Oh,
yeah.
Look
I'm proud of it.
You should be. Yes, you should be. It's coming on for a good reason.
I'm doing something right.
Exactly. And your teeth them pretty. All right. He is the big boss over there. The director of SOS Children's Village in Stony Hill, Jason Christian Brown. Please look up SOS Children's Village. They're out there on Instagram. They're online. He gave you the information. You can help support a child. You can donate and actually support a particular student. Like you said, adopt a student, or something like that. There's so many ways you can help. So if you're on the ground and you're out there, kids are out there and they need the help, that's a way to help. All right.
There's nothing too small, nothing too big.
I know that's
nothing
right.
Too small.
I know that's right. Every donation counts.